What's up, world? It's your boy AJ the Black World Traveler, and today my video is about the slave trade and how people in America who are melanated are getting DNA and they're proud of it. And I feel that if the history that was told us about Africa selling off, well, actually trading the people off for the last 400 years as slavery went on, why are people so excited about getting a DNA test, finding what tribe they're from so they can have a connection to Africa? Because I look at it like this, and it makes no sense. To me, it seemed like it was I just can't picture that for 400 years that Europeans could pull up to a port or some ports in Africa. The African people had to go out and capture these people, shackle them, bring them to the ship and load them on the ship and ship them out like cargo. They were not even paying cash for these people. They were trading them for goods. So just say, I'm just going to follow the thing. So if it really happened, why would you want, after 400, 500 years of going through all that stuff, why would you want to prove where you're from in Africa so you can have a connection to Africa? Because it's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Could you imagine if every week a bus would come in the neighborhood and just capture a bunch of people in your neighborhood and put them on buses and vans and just take them away and never bring them back for years, and just happen for centuries and centuries? So I look at it like this. If that's the case, if Africa was really bringing people over like that, and that means every time when a European ship would pull up, they would have to physically go out to these villages, capture the people, bring them to the ship, actually shackle them, bring them on the ship, and send them off. 400 years of that? I wouldn't want nothing to do with Africa. If that's the case, that's why I wouldn't want a DNA. I wouldn't even want to know where I'm from in Africa, just knowing that. Now, I don't understand why people are so happy. They say, oh, I found I'm Nigerian, I'm this and that. What are you proud about? If you got traded off, because they weren't getting bought. They weren't getting sold into slavery. They were getting traded into slavery. Trade means they were trading you with goods. They were not giving African people cash to take the people with them. They were giving them goods for 400 years. And then you want to take a DNA? But then when someone like me, like a lot of us have, indigenous blood here, but you want to knock me, say, well, you don't want to be African. Bro, why the hell would I want to say, oh, I'm African, knowing what the Africans did to us? That they put us on ships for all these years, for hundreds of years, shipping us over here, knowing we're getting mistreated, knowing we're not getting no good treatment. And then tell you, oh man, we apologize. You can't apologize for that. But black people in droves are going to get their DNA tests to see what tribe they're from. Like, I'm going to Africa to go visit the country because I want to go see the continent, right? But I'm not going to Africa to try to find my roots. Why would I want to go find my roots? If you've been trading us for all these years, as you guys say, I just don't believe it happened. I can't see for all these years. I can't see just ships coming in, and y'all just giving your people up and putting them on ships and letting them take and do what they want to do with them. I can't put it. To me, it don't make no sense. It seems impossible to me. But of course, with me not being a scholar and me not being some teacher, and it's not even about the books. It's not even about the books no more. It's not even about history or what people wrote about it. It doesn't make any sense. But if it did happen, and they were taking Africans over there, I wouldn't ever want to go to Africa to find my roots. I wouldn't even want to I wouldn't be proud. Put it like that. I wouldn't be proud of being African, knowing that African people sold me out. Because it has been happening. Even in modern day, a lot of people who came here from Africa, they had to run because of war. I know some Africans don't even want to go back because they were trying to enslave young black men in Africa, and they had the parents had to escape with them to come to the U.S. or to go to the U.K. or go to Canada because of that. So that must just be a black thing. We just have, I think, so it's really showing that as black people, we just got a problem with each other. We just got hatred for each other. It's a self-hatred thing. It happened way before the slave trade. Because everywhere black people are, we always feud. We always don't get along. And the thing about it, it's just a sick thing to know that black Africans were taking people and putting them on ships and giving them to Europeans, no matter what conditions were, no matter how bad they were treated, they kept giving them to them and trading them for goods. But you want to be proud and be excited about being African. Bro, that's why I said, even if you find out who you are by a DNA test, you can't go back and connect with nobody. One reason why I don't criticize Africans, even if they had to come here through war, because they still got family back there. They still got a connection. They still have an actual family tree they can follow. See, in America, we have family trees here. We lived in the South. We have family tree. We have land. Not only were we slaves, we also have indigenous. We also have Native American roots. A lot of us, let's be real, a lot of us had Indian great-grandmothers and great-great-grandfathers. We have them. That's part of our lineage. And but people criticize me when I say, "Oh man, I'm proud of my heritage here in America." Well, I am, because that was part of who I am. I say part of who all of us are. A lot of us have, the Native American and the indigenous blood. We have it, so there's nothing wrong with that. But I have a tribe. See, I can look at my records. I can find out where my family's from, and I can go down to the South and see my ancestors' graves. I can see the land we were raised on. I can see that. I can't go to Africa and see that. So basically, man, Africa basically turned their back on the people that they put on the ships. And I just think it's crazy that black people here are still trying to prove that they're African. Why are you so adamant to prove that you're African? Why are you so proud of being African, where the people over there gave us up? The people over there put us in harm's way on purpose for 400 years? And you want to be proud and you mad because a person like me won't take a DNA test or won't say I'm African? Africa is a continent, number one. It's not a country, it's a continent. So people travel the world. Dark-skinned people travel from Asia, Africa. There was slavery all through the world. So slavery wasn't a thing just for black people. Everybody got enslaved. It's just, let's be real. But damn, man, out of everybody, the only people trying to prove something are the black Americans. You don't see no China. If a Chinese came over here in slavery, they're not trying to go to China to find out where they were from China. They just stay like they're in Jamaica or the U.S. And unless they came over as immigrants, they're not trying to go back and prove where they're from. Because a lot of you should feel betrayed. You should feel betrayed if you know that we came over in these slave ships and the treatment that we got. Even today, it's still a slavery mentality. I mean, dude, look, the prison is the new slavery now. That's the new slave plantation now. I mean, there's 60% of black men in the NBA and the NFL, and the same percentage, the 60% of us in the prison system around the United States. I got to tell you, something's wrong with that. And our societies, man, the way it's set up for black people, look at how many years the system was set against us. Brothers going to, go to prison. Somebody that's not this color of your skin get a lesser sentence for the same crime. It was never set for us to go for it. I mean, being a person of color, being an indigenous melanated person, it's hard, man. They make shit so hard for you. And then, we battle. I'm not trying to battle with y'all. Please don't ask me no questions about, or don't try to tell me, go do your research and go find, go read this book. Please don't get on my channel and tell me that. I don't want to go read nothing. I'm just telling you, that Africa turned their back on the black people here, and when they put people on ships over here, the ones that did come over, because it was a small amount that came. Y'all didn't bring all of us over here. There was a lot of us already over here in the Americas, in the Pacific. There was a lot of us, and a lot of us in Asia. We were all over the world. We were scattered around the world. But just understand, man. Like, I'm not excited about it. I'm not taking the DNA test. I never will. I'm not going to spend my money. I don't want to know what tribe I'm from. I think it's embarrassing to be proud of being what we call an African American because you found out what tribe you're from. That's embarrassing because they dogged us out. The Africans dogged us out. If the Africans really brought us over, they dogged us out. They didn't give a fuck what happened to us when we got down here. If you embrace that and think it's cool, that's cool. I would never embrace that. I wouldn't be proud of being those, knowing that I was sold in slavery. And then, like I said, I just think the slavery thing don't make no sense to me. I cannot see just 400 years of somebody pulling up that don't look like us, and you just keep giving the people away to these people and letting them take the people and do what they want to do with them. I just can't fathom that, man. So I don't probably a lot of y'all have been criticizing me. I thought this was going to be a topic where I can kind of just give my opinion, and hopefully people can look at what I'm saying. You ain't got to agree. Everybody wants to be confrontational. They want to battle you. I'm not trying to battle nobody. I'm just making you think, man. Just use your brain. I'm just trying to make you think about what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. Bringing people over in these certain conditions doesn't make any sense. People wanting to be proud of being African, knowing that Africa basically turned their backs on you, and all these years, and we had to go through as just being black people, being people of color. Just always being on the bottom, and then the school system telling us that we were this and that. No, man. Every country had slaves. Everybody enslaved their own people at one time. It's just that we got traded off for goods, man. We got traded off for goods. The African people that did come over in the slave trade got traded off for goods, not even money. And you want to be proud of that and go get a DNA and pay that money just to claim that you're from some tribe that turned their back on you? I'm sorry, I can't respect that. So, if you like my content, like and share. If not, don't comment. Just turn the page if you don't want to hear this. Holla at you. Black World Trapper.